So that, of course, was the author of the article, Sam Munson from Pro Football Focus, as we welcome in former Patriots linebacker Matt Chatham. Obviously, as you would expect, a lot of Patriots fans fired up about this, have a tendency to be defensive when it comes to their quarterback, but this was a little unfair.
Yeah, this one was off. I think we all have email addresses out there. You all guys get your junk box filled up a bit, and there's certain ones you know not to click on. If increase your manhood, send a check to Africa, all that kind of stuff, you have to know not to click on them. And this is sort of one of those articles. You get to, and Sam does good work. This is just one that I think was way off. You got to get to the point where you understand you're conceding in the same column that the complement of receivers was poor, and the O-line play was poor. And then you do a comparative analysis with Peyton Manning later in the column where he's had his best group of receivers and he has exceptional line play. So I don't understand really the conclusions here. It's really just simply not supported by the data, especially one that simply was just pinpointing on one little throwing statistic, which was under pressure. There's just not enough there to make the conclusion that he did.
And the problem with that, too, is that there wasn't really a definition of what under pressure was, and there was also, you know, we were talking about before we came out on the set, external factors as well.
Well, that's what football is. I mean, it's nothing but external factors. I think that's why, you know, the thing in statistics that everyone needs to know without getting too eggheady deep into this stuff is you're always looking for statistical significance. In other words, sameness. If you're going to put a bunch of data points and compare them to one another, you need stuff that's the same. We're not shooting at a basket that's always a 10-foot rim. Each group's got different receivers. They've got a different complement of players and play calls and all those kinds of things, especially when you want to compare completion percentages. One guy might be throwing an incompletion because it's a right call because you had 4 verts down the field and you want to get rid of it and not take a sack. The next play, the guy you're comparing it to may have gotten a completion because the play call that came from the coordinator on the sideline had a check down element and yours didn't. How do you compare the two? You don't. You just simply don't take the bait.
All right, so is Tom Brady in the same category as Peyton Manning and Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers?
You know what? I hate the list stuff. We've gone down the line here where we're talking about Mount Rushmores and top 5s as if this were golf, you know, where everyone is actually trying to get to a top 5. This is a situation where, as a New England Patriots fan, Coach Belichick, this organization, you got the quarterback you need. You don't need another one. There isn't really much of an argument to switch, and I don't think many of the people there honestly would if they had the opportunity. So that's all you need to know. Where he fits on a fake list, don't care.
And as you always say, it's not just the quarterback, it's a team game.
Team game.
There you go.